Hello everybody, welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. time on the dollar. We do the show every day Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. because we gotta know what's happening, Bitcoin, altcoins and everything else. Guys, Gort, Gears, 2 people in the chat, 9 people watching. You gotta understand, guys, you gotta understand that when nobody cares about Bitcoin, when nobody cares about the price action, when nobody cares about what's happening in crypto, that's when you should be caring. That's when you should be watching this live stream. That's when you know, when the price is going sideways, the Bollinger Bands are getting tight, no action, no volatility, nobody cares about anything. That's when you should be very, very excited. I know I have not been streaming for 2 days. There has been reason for that. I'm watching Sagarkate. I was just about to say there is no green names in the chat. Amar, Anthony, nice. You guys are gonna make it. You might not be blue balls. Maybe you are the blue balls, but you are here at the right time. Yesterday in the chat, I wrote, tomorrow is the pump day. Good night all. Tomorrow is today. Welcome to the pump day. I think it just might be the day that we actually start pumping. Now, Gord says there are inflation numbers gonna, come out today. I have absolutely no clue what's the Bollinger Band squeeze on daily. Yeah, we're gonna look at Bollinger Bands as well. Let me just write up here so I don't forget that. Because sometimes I do forget what I want to talk about. So, it's nice to have some kind of listing on what I want to talk about. But tomorrow is today. Welcome to the pump day. It just might be very, very nice. So we're gonna watch what's happening here on the chart. It does look very, very nice. We did not dump. There is no, topping out patterns on bigger time frames if you go to the daily and stuff like that, right? Everything looks nice and ready. Yes, we still have to do certain kind of moves to, get everybody excited, but it just might be very, very close. Now, of course, this can, also fail towards downside for whatever reason, but, we're gonna look at that. There's other things we're gonna look at. We're gonna talk a little bit about, topping out patterns. I want to actually make this a TA Fans Club special, but since nobody's watching these Bitcoin dailies, I'm gonna make that later at one point. I'll make TA Fans Club special just about these topping out patterns. We're also gonna look at how could we predict it, because previously when you're at the bottom there is always some kind of bottoming pattern. When you're at the top there is also some kind of topping out pattern, and what I want to say is up here it does not look like a topping out pattern to me. There are all when you come to the topping out patterns, you see some kind of extensions, you stretches, some kind of overbought levels, you see some kind of euphoria, you see something that can indicate either on a psychological level or technical level that you are some kind of top. Guys, I gotta tell you, I do not feel not one bone in my body is feeling that we are at some kind of top. Everything looks nice and ready. And I think the next move is gonna come very, very soon. And I think a lot of people are gonna miss that as well. And they're gonna FOMO in at 40k plus or something like that. And that's when we're gonna hit the top. That said, because the reason I'm saying that, I've said this a couple of times before. This move over here, this move up here, this move up here. Nobody, like 90% people did not quote these moves. Most people are in, when this happened, most people was still in fear that we are gonna go back down to 10k. When this happened, nobody understood what's gonna happen, and they started buying up here at the tops. Then we went down here, had Binance and Coinbase FUD with the SEC stuff up here. Then we explode towards upside. Everybody else like, what? How can we pump when they're suing Binance? But we said like, what's gonna we had the Binance lawsuit down here and nothing happened. So we got 3 big major pumps up here to get to 30k levels right now. And right now we're at 30k levels over here. We are not dumping. We're just consolidating. You will see that RSI, MACD, none of these indicators are on any kind of overbought levels. Everything looks nice and ready, so I'm very, very excited. How's everybody doing in chat? Let's read a little bit chat, over here. Today's inflation numbers will set direction. Gord, it might be the case, it might not be the case. I do not know about that. We're gonna also talk about a little bit about, what we could have done better during 2021 when we are at some kind of top, because we are focusing too much on crypto. I think we need to focus on stocks as well, and I'm gonna tell you why. Slight weekly bearish divergence. I think it's a fake out. Let me just look at it over quickly up here. No, there is no there is no bearish divergence up here on the weekly time frame. This over here is not bearish divergence. Let's just squeeze this in. There is zero divergence. You might check out some of my Educational videos on divergence and you know, figure out, but there is no divergence, zero divergence. Money flow indicator set leg to 5. Watch money flow spike at bottom of price. I have absolutely no clue what you said right there. I'm guessing you are watching the market. What's called that indicator, market maker indicator or something like that. I don't know, the crypto face indicator, right? And they has this money flow indications on the bottom. But you know, I don't know anything about that. Sagar Kate, I'm watching. Nice. Amar, true. I think most people are bullish. I don't think most people are bullish. We can ask in the chat, but before we start, we can write something on Twitter over here. Let's go to Twitter and write everything to the moon, guys. Everything to the moon. So people know that everything is going to the moon, of course. Send now, we don't need to wait. Everything to the moon. I believe that, you know, we are very close to, you know, this move towards the answer. DXY is bleeding. Yes, we're gonna talk about DXY as well. Let me just write that as well. DXY topping pattern up here. I just you know, write a couple of, you know, stuff up here, so I know what we're gonna talk about, so I don't miss anything, because we have not done this show, you know, for 2 days now. So, you know, there is a lot to talk about. Technically, there is not a lot to talk about. So it's been good thing that we, you know, took, you know, 2 days off. But, you know, because price is just basically been going sideways. But right now it's getting a little bit excited because, you know, Bolger's bets are getting squeezed. I will short DXY reaches 101. We're gonna see that. Early adopters. XRP Legends in chat. How you doing, man? Crypto Unicorn. Hello, guys. How you doing, man? Amar, hi. Stanko, dobro jutro. I'm starting to think that Gareth Soloway might be an institutional shield sent to make sure people don't buy the bottom. He's now turning bullish. Yeah, he's turning bullish around 30k. Now I do my own market cipher. Yeah, market cipher isn't that great. Okay, good. Good morning. Good morning, Carlos. How you doing? Okay, let's start, guys. Where are we gonna start? Where are we gonna start? There are a couple of things to, you know, talk about. Before we start, you know, the reason we did not do 2 videos in a, you know, Monday and Tuesday, because on Monday I had to help my sister put the stones in front of her, you know, driveway, not driveway, but in front of her house, because she has a little bit old house, so, you know, we had to take up the stones and, you know, level the ground and put back the stones and stuff like that, and that took like 10 hours, and I was so deadly tired when I came home that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it on, you know, I'm gonna do Bitcoin Daily tomorrow. We're gonna jump over today, I'm gonna do tomorrow. Then tomorrow came, and I was so tired, my body was like beating like the heck out of me. And, you know, I was like, you know, let's take 1 day rest. And I'm still like beat after those 10 hours. So, you know, maybe that's my body saying, hey, maybe you should do a little bit more workout. You know, maybe, you know, muscles are atrophied or whatever it's called. You know, so maybe you should, you know, keep your, you know, muscles, you know, on the edge a little bit, you know. So, you know, you don't have this kind of, you know, breakdown every time you lift a stone. Anyways, guys, it looks good. 0.9. Let me just turn off the heat up here. There we go. Okay, so Bitcoin is up 0.2%. Let's go to the small time frames up here. This is the interesting part up here, what's happening, because a lot of people are looking at these, you know, range highs and range lows and thinking that we are still in a trend. And yes, this is, you need carbs. No, I need just food. I need red meat. A lot of people are looking at this as just some kind of, you know, tops and bottoms and thinking that we are still in a trend, but there is something a lot more interesting that's happening up here on the chart. And that interesting part up here is this line over here that goes something like this, give or take. Maybe a little bit up here. I mean, you could definitely say it goes something like this, but it could also go something like this over here. Maybe up here. Maybe this is the correct line. So we are getting very, very close to this move up here. It does look very bullish up here, this move towards upside. You can see up here that we try to break up. So what actually happened up here, if you remember back here before this part actually became a thing, we have been looking at this as some kind of exhaustion pattern towards upside, right? Big move towards upside, impulsive move towards upside, exhaustion move towards upside, big move out of the exhaustion exhaustion flag. We are still thinking, you know, move down up here before we go up. This is what actually happened. This is the move down over here. Right now we try to break that towards upside, right back down again. You can see right now as we talking up here, we are breaking this towards upside. Now again, this line up here could be either down here, which we already technically broke towards upside, or it could be a little bit more up here towards upside, up here somewhere. somewhere up here where we are actually not breaking. So give or take, maybe it's a little bit more time, but it's getting very close to that move towards the upside. The reason this move is a very powerful move, a very legit move, is because this has happened before. This is a very common standard thing up here. For example, over here you'll see impulsive move, exhaustion flag move down below the exhaustion flag, does zigzag up here and then explodes towards the upside. This happened in a lot of these exhaustion during these exhaustion moves. Let me see, do we have any kind of more exhaustion move up here? I think there was one up here, big move, impulsive move up here, goes up, you know, goes into exhaustion move, moves back down, hugs this line, and then breaks towards the upside again, right? Are we gonna see the same kind of pattern again playing out here, where we have this exhaustion move towards the upside, break down up here, then right back in there, and then continuation towards the upside? It just might be the case, and the biggest reason why this might be the case is that people, they have not bought the dip, guys. People have not bought the dip. People are waiting for the dip. People are afraid of the 30k. People are afraid of the resistance levels, right? Oh, there is a resistance level up here. There is a bigger resistance level up here. I'm not buying the resistance. It went down a little bit over here, but still in this trend, I'm not buying this. It's gonna go all the way down here to 28, and then we're gonna go up. Because if it goes down to 28k, what's gonna happen? People are gonna buy the dip. And the most important thing when you have a big rally towards the upside is not letting people buy the dip. Why is that most important thing when you are having a big move towards upside? You do not want people buy the dip, because if people buy the dip, then price crashes, right? If people buy here, if people buy the dip, there is nobody to buy up here and push the price higher, right? So you do not want to have the people to buy the dip. If people buy the dip, it's game over. So don't let anybody buy the dip. If you let people buy the dip, it's game over. What you want to do is all the people that are waiting to buy the dips, you want all of these people, you want to push the price slowly towards the upside. You want to push price slowly towards the upside. You want these people slowly to kind of FOMO into the price. FOMO into the price. So that it pumps the price more higher and higher as much as it goes with all the available people we have right now. Because you have to understand, we still don't have the mainstream. The normies are not here, you know, the grandma and grandma is not, are not buying Bitcoin and altcoin just yet. So right now what we have is only the people in the space, only the people that are still here after the capitulation, only the people that are still here at the, you know, that's been in crypto for years and years and just waiting for this move to, and these people cannot buy the dip, because once they buy the dip, it's game over. It's game over. So we're trying to get people not to buy the dip. So far we have been very successful in not being allowing people to buy the dip. If you look at the, you know, these time frames up here on the weekly time frame up here, this big move, then nobody bought that because everybody was still in a huge, you know, fear. This move up here as well, nobody could expect a 50% move up here. This was actually 50 or 60% move up here from the bottom towards the top, right? Where is this thing up here? This was you know, 60%. Nobody, like, it went so fast, nobody you know, caught this move up here. Yes, it took like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, almost a month's time move towards the upside, but it was very fast move. You can see especially this move up here, and there was a consolidation and a small move up here where everybody started FOMO in, and then of course we had this you know, move towards downside where anybody who bought these stops up here, they started selling again because no, we're gonna go back down to 10k, right? So people have not bought the dip. That is the very best thing. I've explained this once before. If you look at altcoin charts, the best kind of altcoin charts, the best things are the charts that are going slowly towards the upside, right? Because nobody's, you know, noticing these moves. Slow moves, nobody notices. Everybody, you will notice it also on my channel. Everybody notice when you have a big explosive move. So everybody talking suddenly about, you know, Bitcoin Cash. Why? Bitcoin Cash exploded towards upside. Everybody talking suddenly about FTX. Why? Because FTX right now exploded towards upside, like I don't know, 30-40%. Everybody is talking about you know, Verge. Why? Because Verge exploded hard towards upside. So you can see chart of Verge up here. So everybody's talking when we have these kind of moves, right? Everybody is talking about these kind of moves, right? Because they form in at the top and they think it's gonna go higher. Nobody understands the technical analysis like we do, and most other people that are doing technical analysis do not understand. So they are buying these moves, they are looking for the breakouts and stuff like that to, you know, get some kind of confirmation that stuff is gonna happen. But these moves are usually some kind of topping out moves, right? When stuff explodes really fast towards upside, this on the Verge, I don't know how much was this like 6-7x towards upside. Imagine, you know, Verge, some kind of S coin, somewhere in the crypto space, suddenly pumps 7%, and you think it's gonna pump like, you know, 100x after that. You crazy people, all these people down here are taking profits. All these people down here are taking profits like motherfucker, you know, like who, right? And this is very normal. So right now FTT is pumping, so USDT. Right now FTX token is pumping, right? It's not pumping by much, but it's pumping a little bit up here right now. It was pumping up here. No, it was not FTX, because this was July 13th. Is this the real chart? FTT. No, sorry, it was FTT token. USDT. It's not FTX. It's FTT. But it's FTT token. I did see FTT token yesterday, right? Poloniex up here. I don't know. Maybe people have been talking about it. Big moves, never good. Small, slight, you know, slow moves towards upside are good because nobody noticed these moves. So you can go from, you know, 200%, 300% towards upside, very slowly towards upside without anybody noticing. And then suddenly, you know, you will see some kind of spike move towards upside where everybody notice. Once everybody notice, it's game over because it goes down, right? And this pattern is very, very common. It has even a name in crypto space or in technical analysis, in charting. This is a bump and run pattern. Why is bump and run? Well, slowly it starts building up. This is called the lead-in phase towards the upside. Nobody noticed the, you know, what's happening with the chart. It goes slowly towards upside. It's climbing slowly towards upside, and then you have this bump towards upside where everybody notices it because this, you know, they already have like, you know, 10x up here from the bottom towards up. They bought down here at the bottom. They're slowly climbing towards upside. Then you have this explosive pace towards upside where everybody notices it when you get exit liquidity, you know, money out here at the top. So all of these people that bought here went up here with it. Right now are there. This is exit liquidity. They are selling. And then you have this move towards downside, breakdown, and, you know, break towards downside. So this move up here, this is leading bump and run pattern up here towards downside. This is a leading bump run pattern. It's a very common pattern. It happens all the time. That's why I say it's the most beautiful moves on altcoin charts you can have. The most beautiful moves is when you find a chart that goes slowly towards upside. Slowly towards upside, because most people do not notice these slow moves. They look at the price action on they look at the coin market cap. They look at the, you know, CNBC. They look at, you know, what has pumped, you know, 500% today. I want to buy the thing that pumped 500% today, but nobody is noticing this chart. They go like, you know, 2-3% a day, but, you know, 2-3% a day, like that kind of stuff builds up over time, you know. So you want to find a chart that slowly goes towards upside, because eventually, you know, explodes. And you have this move, explosive move towards upside. Now look at Bitcoin over here. Bitcoin is having this slow move towards upside. It doesn't seem like it's slow move. It did have this fast move up here, over here, you know, a couple of moves, but it is building up slowly towards upside up here, right? It is building up slowly towards upside. So and this line up here actually goes something like this over here, give or take maybe a little bit down here. I don't know. Let me do it like this up here. I know where the line goes, give or take. It goes something like this up here to down there, something like this, right? And then you can explode this towards upside over here. So it's up there. So let me just like, I think something like this, right? Give or take, right? Because you can have a chance towards upside. It is slowly going towards upside up here, right? And we like that because once, you know, once the big move comes and people start FOMOing, it's pretty much over. So that's what we're looking on the chart. We are looking for this move up here when people start FOMOing in, the last move, and then it's game over, right? That is game over. So when chart starts pumping and everybody notices and everybody starts buying, you know, the people who did not buy dip, they start buying the tops. That's when it's over, especially when big moves start happening. So this looks very, very good. If you go back down to the 4-hourly time frame up here, we'll see that right now this move up here, it does look legit move up here towards upside. Over here we had, you know, some kind of maybe triple bottom down here. We broke that and went up to the target up here, pulled back to the support, double tap on the support, bounced up here, moving towards upside. This looks bullish, guys. This looks bullish, and altcoins are already starting reacting, not that much, but you know, there is still time to get in altcoins up here. And I think right now that today might be the day that we are going to start pumping this towards upside. We might start pumping this towards upside. It does look good. We are still not out of the range up here, if there is any kind of range, if you want to call it a range up here, give or take. You can see up here this line is breaking, but this stops up here not breaking. And then I got this bottom range down here as well, right? So we are still not out of the range, but you know, the fact that we went up to the 20 moving average, we did not dump down here on this move over here. We just, you know, slowly moving up here towards upside. And once this level starts breaking, once this, you know, exhaustion pattern up here starts breaking towards upside, it's pretty much over. And once we are around 32k, 33k or something like that, I think this is the last move that we are gonna have towards the tops right now. It might take a little bit time. Just a second, guys. Just a second. Sorry about that. Kids, guys. Kids. So this is what we are looking for. We are looking for this last move towards the upside. It's gonna explode us towards the upside. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for everybody that did not buy the dip that is gonna, you know, right now start buying the move towards the upside. That is the thing that we are gonna have, right? So over here, everybody was expecting dip. Nobody wanted to buy these, you know, bottoms down here. Once it starts going up here, they're gonna be begging to come to down. And once that happens, it's pretty much over. It's pretty much over. And I think we are going into this last move. Now, we do have a chart up here. We do have a cheat sheet on how this is going to play out. And you can see up here, we are right now coming to this, you know, July supermoon up here. We still got, you know, time up here left. Are we going to go slowly towards upside, then, you know, explode up here towards the top and then move down here? I don't know how it's going to actually play. But right now, we are in this supermoon cycle still on the cheat sheet, so there is no reason to be, you know, afraid of anything. Everything looks nice and easy. This is moved towards the upside, and we are looking for this. We are looking for a place where everybody FOMOs in, right? We are looking for this move where everybody FOMOs in. When everybody in euphoria kicks in, that's the game over part. Right now, we have this lead-in phase where we are slowly going towards the upside. But once we start pumping towards the upside, once we get the euphoria phase and people start, you know, FOMO in, that is the topping out pattern. That's going to be some kind of overextensions and we're going to dump. But we are not quite yet there. So, right now, it looks good, guys. It looks good. Let me see what's left on my list up here. So, there has been one FUD yesterday that I noticed, and I'm going to show you that on Twitter. There has been one FUD yesterday. Let me see. I actually posted that up here. And the FUD goes over here. So, this is the FUD right now, right? Bitcoin transfer volume from miners to exchanges, and you can see up here at the bottom down here, it just exploded, you know. So miners, you know, Bitcoin are, you know, going 30-day cumulative, you know, 30-day cumulative move towards upside. So people are looking at this over here and thinking, oh my god, 30k, all the miners are sending their Bitcoin to exchanges. It gotta mean that we are at some kind of top. And then I was like, you know, because, you know, you gotta use your brain, you know, the two brain cells you have, you gotta use that. So I was like, yeah, but does this actually mean that we are at some kind of top? Has this happened before? And like 2-minute surge, Bitcoin miners, the exchange flow, hourly chart, 7-day moving average. You can see up here when we have been having this, move towards downside over here. Right up here, people have been posting the same kind of FUD. This is taken from, I think this is taken from some kind of, you know, coin news site or something like that, right? This is actually from Glassnode. But over here, you can see this, you know, move towards downside. You can see how the miners, you know, Bitcoin from miners are starting to, you know, flood the exchanges with Bitcoin at the exact bottom over here. And that does not mean that we are at the top or that we are going to crash, that they're going to sell or something like that. No, what happened there? We explode towards upside. So the fact that people are actually posting this FUD, I call it FUD. The fact that people are posting this FUD, because this chart is all over Twitter right now. You know, Bitcoin miners, you know, Bitcoin from miners to exchanges volume, and they are saying, oh, we are at 30k, you know, miners are sending, you know, their Bitcoin to zero. You know, it does not mean it's gonna happen, you know, and previously you've seen how this actually played out. Now, there was one thing I want to say before I got the message. Yeah, exchange inflow. So it does not mean it's gonna happen. It is definitely fun. Yeah, there was this thing. People like to look at, you know, statistics. They like to look at on-chain data and stuff like that. And there is a saying: if you torture the statistics long enough, it will confess to anything. And this is really true. If you have a statistical data of anything, you can take that and do whatever you want with that, to give you whatever, you know, whatever message you want to send. because it really does matter, because you can take out certain portions, you can squeeze it a little bit, you can extend it a little bit, you can just you know, focus on one part. If you torture the statistical data long enough, it will confess anything, remember that. So this is just one of these things where they take something, you know, that looks bearish, they figure it out, okay, this looks bearish, people don't understand why, what it is bullish or bearish, but it looks bearish. You are 30k, you know, miners are sending stuff to exchange, it gotta be bad, you know, so I call that a FUD. So when these kind of things happen, always ask yourself, you know, is this data valid? Has this happened before? You know, are they, you know, saying something that's, you know, not there and stuff like that, right? So that was the big FUD yesterday. At least I saw it yesterday. I don't know how long that has been circulating around, but you know, it's not that important. It's not that important. So that was the exchange inflow up here. Let me see our long time frame bullish. Yeah, we went over that previous bottom extortion pattern, BB and DXY topping pattern. So let me start by saying that if we go up here to previous move, up here, right? So when we are down here at the bottom and I got a bit up here, you know, this move up here took a very long time. When we are going up here in this range between 25k and 20, you know, 19k, 18k, stuff like that, right? I was saying that even this move up here could have this spring towards downside. This spring towards downside, you know, I was expecting this to play something like that and goes towards the upside, right? But it went down here, it created some kind of bottom over here and then explode towards the upside. But the thing is up here, once we started doing this move over here, we already knew that that was some kind of bottom, right? We already knew that we had a capitulation phase, we knew that we have exhaustion, you know, move towards the downside. There was all of these kind of things that were telling us right now over here at the bottom that this has to be bottom, and this is just not just these technicals, you know, patterns. There has been other indicators, like we've been posting this all over the place. It is the bottom. It cannot be. How can it not be the bottom? That's the saying we have been saying, right? Because if you look over here at this up here, right? This looks like definitely like some kind of, you know, a big impulsive move down, exhaustion pattern over here. It breaks towards the upside and plays out very, very nicely, right? And then it goes towards the upside, breaks that towards the upside, and continues going towards the upside. But that was bottoming pattern, right? And what we are looking for right now is some kind of topping out pattern. Now we cannot find the topping out pattern, and what's happening right now on the chart is not a topping out pattern. So that's keeping us very much bullish. Number one, we are still in a major trend towards the upside up here. We are still in a major trend towards upside up here, right? Wait. We are still in a major trend towards upside up here, and there is no, you know, there is no topping out pattern. And I'm saying this because this is really important. Oftentimes, at some kind of top, you will see some kind of topping out pattern. You will see something that tells you that you are at some kind of top. Either that's going to be some kind of indicator down here that's very, very high, or over here that you got some kind of bearish momentum, or on my indicator where it just explodes towards the upside, or maybe even the volume up here is going to be telling us that, you know, right now, you know, that might not be, you know, the best time to invest in the move or stuff like that, right? There will be something that tells you that, you know, right now the euphoria has too much psychological level, right? Or technical level, but right now there is nothing like that. Even this move towards upside up here, I was thinking maybe it's one of these, you know, moves or these patterns where you have explosive move towards upside. You go up there, you move down, you move down below the support level, you break the structure, you break the trend, then you go up here with an impulsive move to take out these, you know, these shorters up here at the top, and then right back down again. I mean, that could be the case. Big move up here, went down here a little bit, goes up here, takes out these shorters up here and continues towards downside. But this move should actually happen very, very fast, especially in this kind of pattern. When you have this kind of pattern where you have a impulsive move towards the upside, you have consolidation up here, or a sell-off, or a, you know, distribution phase, you move down. This last move, this big move up here towards the upside, this is a very fast move towards the upside to take out these wicks, and then it's also a very fast move back below the support levels, right? We don't see that over here, so I cannot say that this pattern up here, whatever this is called, or, you know, whatever this might be, it's not over here. I was actually thinking it might be the case that, okay, we exploded up to 30k. Right now, we might, if we start falling down very, very fast towards downside, this is probably gonna be the case. But we have not done that. We just went sideways up here, and this sideways move up here is not a topping out pattern. It could be that shown a little bit sign of weakness, some kind of distribution or something like that. And we've been saying that, you know, on the short time frame up here, that this rising extortion pattern towards upside does break down here a little bit before it goes towards upside, but we already had that break towards downside. Right now we're climbing and trying to get back inside that move towards the upside. I still think that, you know, it, for whatever reason, it might go down, but it's still not a topping out pattern. If it does go down over here again, it's just gonna come back up here. At least that's my take on it. At least that's my take. But the way I see it right now, the probability right now is this continuation up here towards the upside is a bigger than right now another pullback down here before again move towards the upside. So there is no topping out pattern. Everything looks nice and dandy, and you know, and I believe that this is just going to continue towards the upside. Now I will be making a TA, you know, fans club, you know, video very soon about topping out pattern, because just recently I noticed something on the chart. I noticed that tops do not have retests. Now you might be saying, hey man, what the F are you talking about? Let me drink a little bit of coffee. So this is gonna be educational part of the video, because there are only 15 people here, so I might as well, you know, mention that. And I'm gonna make a special TA fans club video because nobody's watching these Bitcoin dailies anyway. Guys, topping out patterns come in different shape and forms, but what I've noticed is that when you have a top, like when you have a real top, there is a no retest. And what do I mean by that? Now look here up here. Over here in this very first move, in this big move towards the upside, we had a retest up here at the top. And you can see up here, even though we went down, it was not the top, right? But you can see up here at this big move towards the upside over here, there was no retest on the line. I mean, you can definitely draw something a line like this up here to say that there was a retest, but the bigger move up here towards upside, this stop up here, there was no retest on the line. It just kind of continues going towards downside. So this kind of tops up here is definitely what's called, you know, I would say the ending top. The ending. There is no other way to explain this. There is no retest. It just, you know, starts, you know, crashing towards downside, right? Over here you have a big move up here. You have a breakdown. You have a big retest, and then you pull back down. These are not tops. These are might be, you know, intermediate tops, but these retests do show that there is a lot of bullishness left. So if the retest does happen, it does shows that the price over here, there is still a lot of buyers up here. Let's just pull it back down and then push it back up here again. So if you see a retest on any kind of top, it does not mean that that's a top. It means that that is some kind of intermediate top, local top or something like that, and the price is gonna go. These are real tops. These are real tops. I'm gonna show you on several occasions. You can see up here how it just kind of fled, goes towards downside, gets some kind of consolidation and continues going towards downside. There is no big retest up here. There was this last move up here. There is no retest up here. There was this big move up here. If you eliminate this candle over here, there is no big retest up here, and just, you know, it just continues bleeding towards downside. And I've noticed this pattern on several other coins. DXY doesn't have a retest, guys. DXY doesn't have a retest. You'll see that DXY up here has been climbing towards upside up here, right? It's been climbing towards upside, but there is no retest on the line, and it is a real top, the way I say. And right now we can notice that because right now the price is dumping. The price is dumping, and even this move up here, I was thinking it might go up to the, you know, 50 moving average before it gets rejected. No, it didn't, not even come to the 50 move. It just got rejected, came to 10-20, got rejected, and still going down. So this up here was actual top on the DXY. There is no retest. Retests are psychological indications of bullishness. And if there has been some kind of retest, that would have meant that there is still bullishness in the charts. Even after breakdown of the trend, there is bullishness. But over here, there is zero bullishness on the chart because there is no retest. People are just selling. It goes up a little bit. They're still selling. There is a huge selling pressure. Nobody's buying. The market is not into right now going into the dollar, and there is no retest. So the retest is not, I wouldn't say it's a technical indicator, but you know I would say it's a more psychological indicator that shows that there is still bullishness left on the chart. And I can show you on Mladen's coin that also happened. I still bought this even after I saw this, but I still bought a little bit turbo because I want to be a part of the turbo gang. But I'm a little bit unsure whether this is the real top or not, because if you look up here at the top, There is no retest on this move up here. Let me just go a little bit, you know, small time frames up here or something like that up here. So there, you know, you can see up here this huge move towards upside, and then just starts bleeding towards downside. Even this move up got reject goes up here. I'm a little bit, I mean, I'm hoping this is gonna go towards upside because I bought up here, guys. I bought up here because I want to be part of the Turbo TA Fans Club Turbo gang. Yeah, you know, you just throw away money. It's okay. But I saw this up here, and you know, even this move up here, you know, there is no retest. The fact that there is no retest shows that there is lack of bullishness, which is actually very, very problematic for the coins. So that is one of the things that we are gonna look for in the next bull market. When stuff starts going towards the upside, when do we actually get any kind of retest on the chart? Because retest shows bullishness, psychological bullishness on the chart, and we gotta follow that and see, do we get any kind of retest on the chart? Do we get any kind of retest? And the bigger the retest is, the better the bullishness is. It can pull back and stuff like that, right? But the fact that there is a retest at all, it's actually a very, very good thing. So we're gonna see that. This Y topping out pattern, previous exhaustion pattern, but BB topping out in retest. Yeah, so right now, as we're saying, you know, the move is coming, guys. The move is coming. So you can see that on Bolliger's Band. Bolliger's Bands. This is 8 hours. Let's go to the 4 hourly right now. You'll see down here that already moved down here. We had a very tight squeeze on the chart. This is on 4 hourly chart, so it might indicate. But you know, these previous tight moves did have certain moves, but you know, it doesn't mean, you know, it's a small time frame. It's a small time frame, but you know, it is very, very squeezed chart. So we did have a little bit move towards upside. Right now we are pushing towards upside. But if you go to the daily time frame up here, you'll see that these tightenings do happen. These tightenings do happen. Just before the tightening happened, we had an explosive move. Tightening happened up here. We went a little bit more down, explode towards upside. Right now, we have this tightening up here happening. So it's only natural to assume that the move is coming, guys. The big move is coming. It is very, very close. Even if you look on the weekly time frame over here, you'll see right now that even the weekly time frame is going very towards the downside up here. And it is at these bottoms over here. Even down here, previously up here, it didn't go down that much, but right now, you know, the tightening of the chart is getting very tight down here at the bottom on the weekly time frame. So the big moves are coming, and I think this last move towards the upside, the thing that's gonna get everybody to FOMO in, it's gonna happen very soon. And the reason I'm saying that it's the last move, you might not believe me, and that's fine, but as soon as people start FOMOing in, it's pretty much over, right? And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people to start FOMOing in because, again, most people missed 1 pump, 2 pumps, 3 pumps. Most people miss these pumps. And at one point, when they start seeing this going above 30K, they will no longer be, fanboys of these bears that are calling for, 20K, 10K, and 5K or whatever. And they will start FOMOing in. And once that happens, we will see euphoria. We will see, a lot of people getting very excited. We will see extensions on the indicators. We will see extensions from the moving averages. We will see high levels on the indicators, right? Everything will be telling, we will see even patterns, topping out patterns on the chart. But once this bigger move happens, once everybody FOMOs it, it's gonna be probably the top. Now you might not believe that, and there has been people, around talking about this over here right now. It's parabolic move to 100K or whatnot. It could be that I could be wrong on this, but I just don't see it right now. Slowly going up here towards the upside, towards 100K. I mean, if you start still going slowly to 35K, 40K, if you start doing this move, I might change my thesis and say, okay, this looks like a parabolic move towards the upside, and we're gonna see that because this fast move up here do tend to indicate parabolic moves very slowly climb towards upside. But if you just see some kind of bigger move up here towards upside, up here towards some kind of 46 50K levels or something like that, big fast move up here towards upside, it probably means that we are at some kind of top. So whether that's some kind of parabolic move, some kind of whether this is just the start of the move that's gonna go all the way up to the 2025, I do not know. But my theory right now is that the next move is the last move. It's gonna last for a couple of months, and the next move is the last move. The next move is the last move. Just want to move this up here, and that's what we're looking for right now. Now, the last thing I want to talk in the show today is what we could have done better up here at the top. Because I think we are focusing way too much. I think we are focusing way too much on crypto, guys. And there is a lot more charts out there besides crypto. Now we like cryptocurrency and we like, you know, Bitcoin and we like everything else, right? Unfortunately, when the bear hits, everything goes down. So unless you want to short, you know, the market, unless you want to trade that, unless you want to do 2x, 3x, 10x, 50x shorts and stuff like that on Bybit using my link down below. Joking, not joking. Unless you want to do that, we need to figure out what we're gonna do at the tops, guys. What we're gonna do at the tops, because there will become another top, and you know everything will go down. And once everything goes down, you will have to stay on sideways with your, you know, cash in your pockets and just wait. But the way I see, there is a lot of opportunity in the, you know, in the traditional markets. Although traditional markets might also go down, but I just actually saw right now. I just saw this chart. This is a chart of the Kongsberg Gruppen. They produce, you know, war material and stuff like that, right? And if you look at the chart up here, right up here when the war in Russia started, you know, August, you know, February 2020 or something like that. No, when Corona started up here, 2020, this exploded towards upside, right? This exploded towards upside. But Bitcoin top came between you know, April, May 2021 and November 2021. So this is the Bitcoin top up here, right? November 21, April, May 2021. So if you go back to the Kongsberg chart up here, April, May 21 up here, October, November 21, you know, it was already starting rallying towards the upside, right? And if we had just, you know, gone out of Bitcoin and bought maybe Kongsberg or some other chart, right? It did 100%, you know. There are other charts that are going towards upside once Bitcoin tops out. Because once Bitcoin tops out, you get a euphoria phase on altcoins. What are you gonna do with your money? Unless you're shorting the market, you gotta sit on your ass with your, you know, cash and dollars, hoping that these dollars won't, you know, inflate 2,000% in the next, you know, 2 weeks. You gotta do something with the money. So I've been thinking like what to do with the money, and I'm thinking like as soon as we see some kind of tops and everything starts crashing, we gotta focus more on stocks. And the reason I'm saying this is because there will come on this channel a lot of, you know, stock, you know, Tesla, Neo, this company, that company, you know, and stuff like that. So we might be talking about investing in, you know, traditional markets as well, precious metal, whatnot, right? But it was a nice chart. If you look at the chart over here, it was a very nice chart before it exploded towards the upside. It had, you know, this 5-year, you know, slight, you know, channel towards the upside. If this started, you know, 2008, actually was 10-year channel towards upside because they explode towards upside. So most people didn't notice this channel, but as soon as it exploded, it did 10x, right? So over here from the bottom up here towards the top, it already did it 341%, right? And then this move up here did, you know, 150%. But the people that bought down here 10 years ago, right now they are getting this extra liquidity up here at the top. And that's like, you know, 10x plus for whatnot in 10 years or whatnot, right? These big moves towards the upside. But we're definitely gonna be looking at, you know, other coins, other companies once Bitcoin starts topping out, because I'm a little bit unsure what to do in the next bear market. Are we still gonna, you know, do, you know, Bitcoin videos, altcoin videos in the next bear market? I mean, that's so painful. Like it's better to talk about some stuff that's gonna go up, you know, stuff that has potential to pump than you know, stuff that's gonna go down. So we might do that switch at once we get to the, those levels, you know, but you know, that's gonna be done. And right now we are, you know, doing Bitcoin because Bitcoin until 2025 is looking very, very promising. But this intermediate move between, I still believe that this might come. I still believe this might come. I still believe this might be the last move up here towards the upside, and then we might have over 1 year of the bear market. A intermediate bear market, reaccumulation phase and stuff like that. And I think this might be a very, very problematic up here for a lot of people. So I think a lot of people are gonna be selling, and then there is gonna be a lot of FUD. And as you remember down here at the bottoms, there has been so much FUD. Like the worst kind of when we came down here, we said this part up here at the bottom is gonna be the worst part, because that's when all the FUD comes out. That's when you think that, you know, Bitcoin is going down to zero, and that did feel that way. Like everything was crashing, you know, companies was going bankrupt. There was talk about minor capitulations and stuff like that, right? Everything looks so bad, but that's usually the bottom, right? So you gotta believe it. And also that's gonna be the same case over here. People are gonna talk about how this was the last pump, the Bitcoin is gonna go to zero, this was just exit liquidity, you know, BlackRock shorted with the ETFs up here at the top. You know, new companies are gonna start going bankrupt, Binance is gonna be attacked, the posts are gonna be closed, everybody is gonna be, you know, maybe MetaMask is gonna be attacked, maybe China FUD is gonna come out, maybe Tether is gonna get wrecked. I don't know. There's probably plans for what they're gonna do over here, but it's gonna be very bad. And just at down here at the worst possible moment, when you think Bitcoin is going to zero, it's gonna go to 100k. Remember that. Now let's read chat a little bit. Refuel with honey after workout. Yeah, that might be the case. I'm just using coffee. We're gonna pump like mofo. Might be the case. Dr. Carlam, good morning, man. How you doing? Hornet says, I don't understand why you guys like Bitcoin so much. Ethereum is better in every way, and Hex and Pills are undervalued compared to Ethereum. We like Bitcoin because, you know, Bitcoin is crypto. Yo, I'm late, yella, but I got a bunch of money today and loaded my bags. Altcoin season, let's go! The Green is Goblin, know what's up. Evening, chap, it's almost midnight here. Glad I caught you live. You grow, I grow. Nice. The Turbo Gang is going straight to hell for being so greedy. Yeah, I have a bad feeling about. I want to be in Turbo Gang, but unfortunately, I'm not really the best kind to, you know, shield Turbo, because I kind of hope it's gonna pump, but my faith is not that strong, unfortunately. Great catch your blog from Western Canada. Robert, how you doing, man? I haven't purchased since the last big dump on the 9th of June. 9th of June, when was that? Down here. Yeah, okay, that's Binance, man. That's nice. You can buy 1,000 pulse chain for under at the moment. I shouldn't even shilling it. But you are shilling it. Nothing pops like you. That's right, Tila. Check out the Bluebird bio chart. It's better than Bitcoin. Bluebird. Bluebird? Twitter? Twitter is not... if I could invest in Twitter, I would. Sell it to die in USDC. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I believe in Tether. It's been around. I believe in Tether like I believe in Binance. It's been around for so long, and so many criminals use it that I don't think they're gonna let it go down. When the top comes, sell and diversify into other assets like real estate, fine jewelry, classic cars. Yeah, so I did not do that in the previous round. So when we had 20, I wasn't that smart. So when we had the 2021 tops up here, I wasn't very smart. And not really, I'm talking about Bluebird bio. I'll check it out. So I wasn't that very smart. So we came to the top, and, you know, still following the, you know, crypto space. But we gotta be a little bit smarter, and, crypto needs to be looked at one segment of the market as whole. You got a precious metal, you got companies, you got a crypto, right? Crypto is not like, 10 different segments. Crypto is one. That's why it goes up and down with Bitcoin and everything together, right? But it is one segment. So when everything tops out, I'm definitely gonna go out of crypto into traditional markets. So there will be talk about precious metals, about companies, about this, about that, about bonds. I don't know. We're gonna talk about other stuff that actually goes up beside Bitcoin, because I'm not doing 4-year or 2-year bear market again with YouTube. I'm just not doing that. In the last bull run, I bought a 51 Chevy and oil painting from the US Civil War around 1864. Really interesting piece. That's nice. Not what I'm talking about, Bluebird. Let's check out this Bluebird. What's Bluebird? Let me just remove the lines up here so I have this chart very nice and clean. There. Bluebird. Bluebird bio, Nasdaq. What's this? Well, it does not look that good. It looks like maybe it's a bottom, but the fact that it's below this part up here and still going down, it's bad. The fact that it's below 2024 is still down here, it looks bad. Why are you so bullish on this thing up here? This is up, you know, 5%, so this move towards downside. Is the trend broken up here yet? Let me see this up here. We're just gonna do this quickly up here. Yeah, so the trend broke up here somewhere, right? Maybe it's not, maybe it's up here. Yeah, the trend looks like it's broken, doesn't matter how you draw it, right? The big part down here right now is whether this the next trend up here, whatever this is, maybe something like this up here, give or take, is broken. It still doesn't look right. It looks like it might be at bottom, but these things can actually continue for very long. I mean, it cannot go below zero. It cannot go below zero. It's at $3 right now. So I don't know what Bluebird. Let me just see Bluebird PO market cap. What's market cap up here? So 386 million. So here's the thing about Bluebird. If you want to buy entire company right now, the entire company, so means all stocks of the company, you need to pay 386 million for the company. So the big question is how long time is it gonna take you to get this money back? So if you take 800 and let's say 400, let's just round out 400. So if you take 400 million divided by 20 years, so that's 20 million a year. Okay, so there's 20 million a year. So this company with 400 million valuation, because market cap is a valuation, they need to have profits after taxes, EBITDA, above 20 million each year. Because if they have above 20 million each year, and you can project that for next 20 years they're gonna have at least 20 million for each year, that means that you will be getting your money back. You can buy entire company in 20 million, you will have all your money back in 20 years with 20 million profits. So unless this company has 20 million profits every single year, or projected 20 million profits, something like that, then it's not worth that much. So let me see how much this actually, how much profits they have. So they have been trailing 12 months. So they've been losing money every single year. And the big question right now, if they've been losing money and they're not actually making money, over here the money seems to be going towards the upside. So the projection, gross profit. Growth. Operating income, revenue. Revenue should be high. I don't know. But it looks like it's down. So they're not making money. And the problem with companies that are not making money is that you really don't know when they are going to start making money. Like look at Uber. You know, a lot of people are throwing a lot of money on Uber and they're still not making money, right? So projected, you know, income on the company is very, very important. So if company is not making money, you have to have some kind of projection that by this time they're going to start making money and then it's going to go up. But, you know, you got to go into the, you know, very fundamentals of the company and stuff like that. But, you know, we're not going to go into that, but it's not making a company. It's not making money. So if you want to buy, like it's easier to buy already companies that are established, that have some kind of profit, they have some kind of, you know, they already are in profit, they are making money, they are growing each year. You know, these companies are easy buy because you look at the chart and you see where it's undervalued, then you start buying, right? Companies that are not making money is really hard to buy because you really don't know when they're gonna start making money. Tesla was one of these companies that I had very big faith in, and down here Tesla wasn't making money, guys. Down here Tesla was making money, but I was already in love with Tesla because I was looking, you know, projected car sales, projected, you know, market shares and stuff like that, and it just looked so good over here. They weren't making money, but it looked so good, right? So if you want to buy a company that's not making money, it's really, really important to figure out whether they're gonna start making money or not, and when. So you gotta know something about, you know, the market that they are in. There is little upside to companies who make money. Bluebird is a good gamble for massive profits. It is good gamble, but you know, these gambles can also go very badly, of course. But upside, of course, upside on the good companies is could be smaller, but you know, it's the risk is lower. The risk is lower, right? So you know, give or take, you can't have anything. Somebody should clip this. This chart looks worse than oil before it went negative. Yeah, the chart of Bluebird looks actually quite bad. Bluebird, Bio. It actually looks very bad. Now, yes, it is a bottom. A lot of people are buying the bottoms because, oh, it looks like it's a bottom. But you don't know, because oftentimes you think like 360, like it was up here at, you know, the chart was at $146. Right now it's down at, you know, it's down at $3.7. But I'm telling you know, this is not the common knowledge. Doesn't matter whether it's at $3, $170. It can still go down 90%, right? Because 90% down is $0.3, right? You might think, it's not gonna get down to $0.3. You don't know that, man. You know, 90% down. If company fails with whatever it's doing, if it loses the CEO, if something happens, it goes down 90%. You're gonna lose all your money. It's a big gamble. It's very big gamble. Check out the fundamentals. No, thank you, man. I'm not listening to people. So, I listened to a guy that told me to buy something called GDAO or something like that. I don't know. It was a thing. He said, man, put some money in it and forget about it. You're gonna make so much money. Just forget about it. Don't do fundamentals. Just buy the GDAO. I bought GDAO. It's right now down 99%, something like that, right? Nothing tells me to buy Turbo. And I love nothing, so I'm gonna buy Turbo. It's all only throw away money. But I have a feeling it's not gonna play out well. I hate buying when people tell me to just buy this thing, it's best thing ever. When people are excited about something, I really hate that. I don't wanna buy anything that people are excited about. It always, you know, it always burns me. It always goes the wrong way. So, you know. These medical companies explode overnight when their drug gets approved. Yeah, but wait until it gets approved, wait until it breaks the trend, wait until it starts getting money, you know, and get in. Get in early after it's, you know, something happens, because until that happens, you know, if it goes down 9%, we can save all the super chats and buy the company for 240 pesos. Well, technically, if it goes down 90%, it's gonna be worth like 40 million, so you know, still some money. But yeah, the chart looks bad. There are definitely better charts than that. Bitcoin is a better chart. Bitcoin doesn't go to previous lows. Bitcoin doesn't go. Bitcoin is climbing up, guys. Bitcoin is climbing up. We've been having this was quite long, you know, Bitcoin daily, you know, and a lot of crap. 40 is like 2 days of your super chats. And we just missed 2 days of streaming, so you know, we get that. Anyways, guys, thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna end it here because, you know, it's been a long Bitcoin daily. I'm excited. I'm not that excited, but you know, I'm definitely seeing that this can actually move towards upside up here. But we are not out of the range yet. And can it go down? I mean, technically it can go down, get everybody, you know, really bearish, and then, you know, go towards upside. But I'm bullish, guys. I'm bullish. I don't feel that we are at the top yet. It looks good. So there is that. Bitcoin doesn't cost $3. Soon. If you go to a crypto savings channel, it does cost $3 soon. I'm going to throw 200 at it. You guys do whichever you want to do. You do your money, I'll do my money, and everybody's happy. Anyways, guys, thank you for stopping by. We're gonna do another Bitcoin daily tomorrow, hopefully. Cheers. Bye bye. Outro.